Someone wrote to me and asked me, why is it so hard to find a mentor? When will I meet my mentor? So is it true that in our destiny, at some point in our lives, we will meet our mentor who will just guide us and, teach us what to do and then open up all the doors of opportunities and help us become successful? So I think the concept of mentor is probably overrated. And a mentor is not like someone is just sitting out there waiting for you to go and find this person, and then suddenly he or she's going to be like, you're going to be my mentee, I'm going to teach you everything. I think it's a little bit overrated, and it's very different in the concept of noble people when you look at your metaphysics, your astrology chart. Okay, I know in Chinese metaphysics we have this concept of noble people, and most people will just assume that noble people's got to be your mentor. Okay, it's actually two different things. What it means by noble people is actually a translation from this term called guaiyan, and in metaphysics, guaiyan basically means some people in your life who is instrumental or pivotal to the person that you become, or a person who helped you eventually through either experiences or knowledge, or basically aha moments, enlighten you to the opportunities that are ahead. But that person, a noble person, may not be necessarily a mentor. Sometimes that person could be, but maybe not. Okay, and also, when we say noble people in your destiny chart, I think that the basic misconception is that I gotta go and who is this person? I gotta meet this person, and is it in my destiny chart, or he or she have a certain animal sign? I'm gonna look for that person, and then only I can unlock all the secrets and all the abilities in my life. I think that is it's basically overrated. You're probably looking at this concept in the wrong way. Okay, listen, the best mentor I can tell you is the school of hard knocks. Okay, because that is the main guiding compass in the end. It's a noble person can show you the way and give you some guidance along the way, right? Some people in your life, they could be nasty people, and they could be your rivals at work. They could be a nasty colleague. I'm not saying that all noble people is bad, but they don't necessarily have to be good to you, because that's our perception. It has to be, you're nice to us, take care of us, give us some TLC, some tender loving care. It's not. That's just our perception of it. Some so-called noble people in our lives are those that sometimes give us some harsh words, and because of that, it awakens us to correcting ourselves, making a change, and becoming better. So at the end of the day, it's also up to you to whether or not you are receptive to, or whether you are someone that it's open-minded enough to take positive criticism. Okay, so a good noble person don't necessarily criticize you, but some do, and it depends on whether or not you are receptive to it. And also, for me, I would recommend that you take criticism in this way. Okay, solicited and unsolicited criticism. Solicited means, I think, if you ask these people and or you're open to them giving you criticism or constructive criticism, you're open to it, you ask for it, then it's different than you just getting it randomly. Because I think in public speaking, I do some talks and I do some events, and sometimes there are people who I deliberately will ask for feedback. Hey, how do I do on stage today? Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? And they will give me some advice, because I know that they are qualified and they have the experience. They've done more stage time than me. They have spoken to larger audience than me. Then of course I would like them to teach me something. Now they could be my noble people, but they're not my mentors, because they didn't agree to teach me anything, but they just offer some advice. But then there are always those in the crowd that say, you could do this better, you could do that better, you could do that better. they criticize you and they say, oh, I'm just giving you some tip. If you want to listen, you listen. Listen to these people, you just shut them up, right? Listen, for me, I don't listen to the unsolicited advice simply because some people, they give you advice for their own good. Not really for you, but they say it's for you, but it's for them to feel good. And also, they have not spoken to crowds before. They have not spoken to audiences that are larger than mine. They have not done enough stage time. So you have to judge, how do you actually view so-called noble people's advice, okay? So once you understand that, then you will know who are your noble peoples and who are not, okay? Whereas when it comes to a mentor, some astrology charts might be particularly influential in your life, but whether that person is going to accept you as a mentee is two different things. A mentor looks for a mentee. A mentee cannot just appoint someone to be their mentor, okay? So I kind of just walked out to one of my business tycoon friends, and say, hey, can you mentor me? They're like, huh? What? Aren't we having dinners and talks, but I'm not your mentor, because they don't want the responsibility. A mentor is when they see the right student appear, they would approach them, and that person, he or she, would then, want to teach them stuff, want to take them on and lead, show them the way. That's different, okay? So if a mentor is like a sifu, right? That takes you under his or her wings all the way. Okay, and it's very rare these days to see someone like that. So even for myself, I call many people that have shown me the way in business, shown me the way in doing speeches or public speaking. But they never claim to be my mentor, and I can't claim them to be my mentor. I call them out of respect, but they don't handhold me all the way. Okay, a lot of things you have to also go through the school of hard knocks. At the end of the day, people who are desperately looking for mentors will never find a mentor. Remember that, okay? Your destiny chart is not destined to find one. It's up to you to be able to make sense of the advice or the tips you get along the way, or the recommendation you get along the way. Because if your whole life is just desperately looking for someone else to answer all your life's problems, you will never truly succeed. Okay, just think about it. If your whole life is just trying to look for someone who's going to answer all your life's problems, okay, that's not a mentor. Basically, you're just trying to, be dependent on somebody else. And if that's the case, you can't really succeed, because at the end of the day, if you do want to succeed, you have to really rely on yourself. And that's what you should learn when you sometimes meet with noble people. Now, your astrology chart do show noble people, but I want your perception. I want to help you understand that you cannot perceive that every noble people is going to be nice and compassionate to you. Some of them are not. Some of them is like, they don't even know you, right? But because of what they do, they inspired you. Because and sometimes some people get hurt easily, and then, my mentor didn't do this to me. No, it's like they just have their own thing. You had the wrong expectation, So while there's some people can guide you, right? No, that's our noble people, but a little bit here and there. At the end of the day, they won't be solving your ultimate life problems. Just remember that. At the end of the day, you have to solve your own ultimate life problems. And you got to still find your own answers. And all your answers have to do with yourself. You got to understand that. Your experience, what you're exposed to in life, the decisions that you made, the traffic that you laid down, the groundwork that you have made, all this, right? At the end of the day, you got to find your own gig. You got to find your own thing. Right? So you cannot just say a mentor is going to teach you all the way. While someone can do some mentorship or some guidance to you, but a mentor is a lifetime thing, I think. So and it's affinity between two people. I don't think you should go out deliberately looking for one. If you do meet one, when your destinies do intertwine, or they meet somewhere along the way, you will meet some people who are instrumental, and it's up to you to build that relationship. But while waiting for that to happen, go make something happen first. Okay, make something happen along the way for yourself. As you become better, so will your opportunities. Okay, it's like playing a game of Mario Brothers. I come from the time and era where we play Super Mario Brothers, right? I don't know how many of you guys are from that era. Leave a comment here for me if you're from that era as well. So in Super Mario Brothers, we go from one level to another. You eat the mushroom, you grow bigger, you conquer the each stage or each level, and it becomes harder each level. But as the levels become harder, so will your character, right? You the player become more experienced. Imagine if you get stuck at one level, at level 4 for the rest of your life. That would be, really bad, right? But each level as you grow up becomes harder, but as you play, you become better and you enjoy the path and you become happy. And at the end of the day, you can get some guide from everybody else, right, who has played the game before. But at the end of the day, it's you who's playing the game. You understand that, right? You are the one that's playing the game. You can't get here, somebody else play it, and somebody else cannot play it for you. You're the only one playing the game. So right now, you're trying to level up yourself and going to the next level. And it's going up to the next level, this journey that makes it exciting. So it's your own thing at the end of the day. It's your own game. So yes, you can have some guide along the way, but I don't think you should desperately be looking for a mentor before you start. As you level up, you will meet with different qualities of noble people or helpful people along the way. And if you strike a good relationship with them, that's your effort, maybe they can mentor you further. Okay, so I hope this helps you out. Do leave me a comment on who are your noble people, if someone have pointed out the right direction in your life, and how do you handle solicited and or unsolicited advice. Some people out there like to just give you advice, right? How do you handle that? Tell me your experience. And if you're new to this channel, do introduce yourself and tell me how you got to this channel and what type of videos that you would like me to talk about. Appreciate that, and do hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for notifications for more videos like this.